Hello everyone, I'd like to warmly welcome you all here, and today I'd like us to talk a little bit about something new, specifically about CBD capsules. And you might be wondering, why am I calling it something new? After all, we've had capsules in our product range for some time already. So while we have had capsules in our range for some time, we've now come out with an improved formula, and we've also made the capsule packaging a bit smaller, precisely so that it's more accessible to you, our customers. But we'll talk about all of that today. So what will you learn from me today? Today you'll find out what changes have been made to the capsules, which capsules are currently available, and which capsules we will have for you. Then we'll also talk a bit in general about the effects of CBD capsules, about what capsules are most commonly used for or can be used for, and we'll also answer the most common customer questions. So the new packaging of CBD capsules, I'm showing it to the camera. These capsules actually contain, instead of 160 capsules, thanks to that, of course, the price is also lower for the product, which now comes to 70-90 crowns at retail prices. Plus, the capsules now have an improved formula. They contain only hemp oil with a natural content of CBD cannabidiol, which actually makes the product even more accessible for our human body. Otherwise, the capsule itself remains just as you know it in terms of appearance. So here I'm showing it to the camera like this. This is what it looks like, and of course, in terms of effect, nothing has changed with the capsules. If anything, the effect has been maximized, and actually, by improving the formula, the product has become even closer to nature. Firstly, this was also done so that the product would work better for you. Secondly, this was also prompted by some legislative changes that are currently being addressed or have been addressed in the field of CBD. So, of course, the goal was to ensure that the product remains available, especially for you, the customers, because we know that CBD helps you, especially in capsule form. Many of you truly have a daily helper in these, and we really appreciate that. So how do these capsules work? After ingestion, the capsules actually make their way into the digestive tract and are particularly suitable for people with inflammatory diseases of the digestive system, or for those who want to take CBD at night. Why at night? The capsules last for 6 to 8 hours, unlike CBD oils, for example, where the effects last for 4 to 6 hours. That means the capsules are, you could say, more sedative, and their duration of effect is definitely longer than, for example, CBD oils or CBD vaporization. But just because they have the longest duration of effect doesn't mean that the effects kick in faster in our bodies. It's always a bit of a trade-off with these CBD products. So while the capsules do last for 6 to 8 hours, the onset of their effects in our bodies is roughly within an hour. With CBD oils, for comparison, the effects set in within about half an hour. So that's something you need to take into account. That's also why capsules are often used at night. They're frequently used for insomnia, for nighttime anxiety, stress, frequent waking, and even for pain. It's really used anywhere you need a capsulio, rather. The CBD from the capsuletto have the longest possible effect. As for the CBD content, nothing has changed at all. One capsule still contains 10 milligrams of CBD, and a pack of 60 capsules contains 600 milligrams of CBD. It's actually quite an advantage with these capsules that when you take one capsule, you know exactly that it's 10 milligrams of CBD. It's a precise dose, unlike, for example, CBD oils. That reminds me, I'll try to bring a CBD oil and show you the difference in just a moment. So, just to give you an idea, here I have a 10% oil for dogs. Otherwise, it's actually in the same packaging as the oil for people. The only difference is that the oil for people has a slightly different composition and a different label. But right now I just happen to have this dog one on hand, and here I have the capsules. I just want to show you the difference in dosing. Here in this one capsule you have 10 milligrams of CBD. For comparison, you get 10 milligrams of CBD in 2 drops of 10% oil, which is this one. 2 drops, you take the dropper like this into your mouth, and you have to drop it. 1, 2. So either you can use the drops twice, or take 1 capsule. And it's really about each individual's preference, whatever is more user-friendly for them. And that brings us to the difference between capsules and other CBD products. So the first thing is the duration of the effect. The second is, of course, the preference in how you take it with capsules. You know exactly how many milligrams of CBD you're getting, whereas with drops you might occasionally get an extra drop. or maybe you won't be able to measure everything precisely and end up with one drop less. Not that it would be harmful or problematic in any way, but again, it's just not as precise as, for example, a capsule. Another thing is discretion. Because some people travel a lot, and traveling with a bottle of CBD oil isn't quite as convenient as traveling with capsules. You can simply and easily take a capsule out of the packaging if you like. You can, for example, put it in your wallet, because you always have your wallet with you, even when you're traveling. That way you don't have to carry around a glass bottle, which could potentially spill or break if you don't secure it well enough in your luggage. So now let's move on to the most frequently asked questions that you have about these new capsules. Yes, you ask about the capsule dosage very often. We generally recommend really starting with just one capsule in the evening. We have customers who take the capsules even during the day, but start with one capsule in the evening and see how it goes. If you don't experience the desired effect within a few days or a week, you can safely increase the dosage to 2 or even 3 capsules before bedtime. If you feel that the capsules don't have a very strong sedative effect on you and you could handle taking them during the day, of course you can also try taking the capsules during the day. So, for example, take a capsule in the morning and another in the evening. You can drive normally after taking the capsules. They do not have any psychoactive effects. There are more sensitive individuals for whom CBD can have a slightly sedative effect, and for them we recommend, of course, leaving an hour's gap between taking CBD products and driving. That's a great question, because yes, CBD capsules are a vegan product. That means that vegans can use them comfortably and without any problems. Whether CBD capsules can also be used by children. According to studies, CBD is generally safe for children. It then depends on your child whether they are able to swallow capsules or not. When these capsules were being developed, we made sure to focus on making the capsule itself really small. It measures about 18 millimeters, which means it can be swallowed very easily. But with children, of course, it's always individual. Some children don't like swallowing pills even into adulthood. That was also my case. I struggled with capsules for a very long time, and then at some point it just changed. But of course I know children who have no problem with capsules at all and take them without any issues. So it really is always very individual. No, capsules practically have no side effects, just like CBD as a whole. The only side effects known for CBD are, for example, nausea, diarrhea, and it can also cause a feeling of drowsiness. If you experience anything like that, we recommend stopping the capsules for a while or possibly reducing the dosage. And one more very common question about capsules. This often comes up, for example, in winter when these capsules, this one and this one are actually the exact same capsule. It's just that this capsule, as you can see, looks a little different. Well, that's because this capsule has just arrived in the package. I've had this capsule at home in my cupboard at room temperature for some time now. Yes, the answer really is temperature. This capsule traveled in winter. It even traveled in some sub-zero temperatures, even though it was packed in a package, in a wrapper. Nevertheless, something changed its internal structure. I think that within a few hours of placing the capsule at room temperature, which is about 20 degrees here now, the capsule will look exactly like this. So that was basically the introduction to these new CBD capsules. What has changed? What is different? Then I gave you a comparison of CBD products. I answered the most frequently asked questions. Now let's take a look at a few references, and if you have any questions, write to our cannabis advisory service. We'll add the contact here, and we look forward to hearing from you. So for now, have a nice day and